Welcome, everyone. Today we're exploring a truly pressing and complex issue that I like to call the perfect storm: youth, drugs, and the economic dilemma in Kerala. It's a fascinating, yet alarming situation unfolding in this southern Indian state. To give you a quick snapshot, Kerala boasts a booming economy on paper, with a gross state product of 13.11 lakh rupees crore, or roughly $157 billion. However, there's a stark contrast when you examine the youth unemployment rate. It's sitting at a staggering 29.9% for those aged 15 to 29. It's like having a beautifully decorated cake. When you slice into it, there's hardly any frosting to savor.
Oh wow, that's really concerning. I mean, it sounds like so many young people are searching for jobs and just can't find anything. That must be super frustrating. Are they actually leaving Kerala for work?
Absolutely. Many young Keralites are seeking better prospects abroad. Imagine talented youth whose aspirations soar higher than what the local economy can support. They're looking for jobs where their skills are recognized, and they often find those opportunities overseas. The irony is that while some are flying away to seek brighter skies, it leaves behind a vacuum that something far more sinister is beginning to fill, like the alarming rise of synthetic drugs. Between 2016 and 2022, drug-related cases have skyrocketed by 300%.
Wow, that's like a threefold increase. That's insane. So, is there a connection between the job situation and the rise in drug use?
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. The lack of job opportunities is pushing some youth toward the drug scene, whether as users or even as sellers. A lot of those involved in trafficking are, believe it or not, migrant workers. It's like a real-life survival of the fittest scenario out there. The economy is forcing them down paths they might never have considered.
I guess I can see the allure of drugs if they think it might give them a quick cash boost. But how does all of this relate to violence and crime?
Great question. With the rise of synthetic drugs like MDMA, we're also seeing a troubling increase in youth violence. The police have even indicated that heightened violent incidents, like schoolyard fights and domestic disturbances, are linked to drug use. There's a concerning relationship between substance abuse and aggression, with impulsive behaviors that can be downright scary.
Yikes, it sounds like a downward spiral. So if they're already struggling economically, turning to drugs just creates this cycle, huh?
Exactly. It's a vicious cycle. As economic pressures mount, talented youth start to leave, and in their absence, drug trafficking can thrive. Picture it like a puzzle, where every piece affects the others. When our local youth disconnect from job opportunities, the drugs rush in to fill that economic void. You can almost visualize it, a gigantic tidal wave pulling everything under.
That's such a wild analogy. And what do you think needs to happen to address this? Are there solutions on the horizon?
Well, tackling this issue is critical. There's a dire need for effective policies that not only confront drug use, but also create sustainable job opportunities. Think of it as a multifaceted approach, like treating a plant. You can't just pour water on it. You need good soil, sunlight, and nutrients. Our youth need clear pathways to success and fulfillment, without feeling compelled to turn to drugs.
Right, because if we don't, it's just going to keep getting worse. I can only imagine how this impacts families and communities. It's really disheartening.
Absolutely, and that's the crux of the matter. The future of Kerala hinges on the choices we make today. We must engage in meaningful dialogue and take action to tackle these interconnected issues. Otherwise, we risk losing the very fabric that makes our society and economy thrive. It's a rallying cry for everyone involved: policymakers, communities, and even the youth themselves.
Wow, that's a heavy but necessary conversation. Thanks for breaking this down. I feel like I have a much clearer picture now.